Welcome to the Cross the Line podcast. My name is Carlos Smith, and today I have another special guest. He is a young entrepreneur and the owner of the business line La Familia Apparel and Design. And today I'm sitting with Mr. Devin Hawkins. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Just to start things off, man, I just happened to see your story on the news.
Right.
And they were talking about how you started your clothing line and you wanted to give people a second chance at life. So what made you want to start this business?
I'm gonna start back where the T-shirts came about. I was in college. I had gotten in a little trouble. I was doing community service. At that time, I was studying business management, and I really got, like I said, I got in a little trouble. And I sat down. I was just thinking, man, to myself, what did I want to do with my life? You know what I mean? What did I want to go with it? Mm-hmm. I didn't have no direction, and at that time, I love fashion. I still love fashion to this day. So I was like, man, everybody gonna need a T-shirt or something one day, no matter who you are. So I just started drawing up my own designs on T-shirts, and then that's how I got into the T-shirt field. When it comes down to the business aspect of it, as far as giving back second chances, after I left college, about 2 years, man, I was trying to find a job so bad, but I had a record, you feel what I'm saying? I had a record, I had gotten a little trouble, but I was trying to find a job so bad, I couldn't find one. I'd get to the interview go smooth, you know what I'm saying? They say I'm hired on, but then soon my background come back, oh, we can't hire you, sir, I'm sorry. Right. So that's what really inspired me, man. I know there's other people out there in my situation, you feel me? And at the end of the day, people don't break the rules for nothing. They got a family they're trying to provide for, you feel me? So that's what really wanted me to get into the community, man, into the heart of the problem, is that I experienced it myself.
Right. So you, when you started your business, at first it started out as just making money, and then once you got into your personal situations, right, that what made you turn it around?
Like you said, it was about the money, trying to make some money off the T-shirts. I knew everybody gonna need them, but when I got into a real life situation, it wasn't about the money no more. It was about actually giving people hope, giving people a chance. You feel me? So yeah, that's really what it's about, man. Because it's a lot of kids out here don't have no type of guidance. You know what I mean? No type of structure. So yeah, it's hard for people to know what they want to do in life when they ain't got no structure, no guidance, no mentors, no nothing, just themselves in their mind.
And you said that it started for you when you were actually in school, when you actually got in trouble. What made you kind of turn to like whatever it was that made you go get in trouble?
It's college, man. You got college parties and stuff. So one night, my dorm, everybody was out partying. And I guess I don't know how. I guess my dorm smelled very funny, so I guess the people just went in my dorm, man, and it found a whole bunch of stuff in my dorm room. I was by myself, so it was all on me. I couldn't, you know what I mean? It was just something I had to deal with. So it kind of gave me a break. I had to do 8 hours community service.
Right.
You know what I mean? And within that time period, I was like, you know how they got the people in the dorms where they have you check in? Like, I was one of the person where you come in the dorm, you got to show me your ID.
All right.
All right. That was my community service. So during that time period, during the day, a lot of people don't come in and out the dorm. So I was sitting there for hours just thinking, bro, like real life self-meditating, bro. Wondering what I want to do in my life. I didn't finish college. Then after that semester, I dropped out, and this is what I wanted to do. I decided right then I wanted to do something in the fashion world. And ever since then, it's been growing from just T-shirts. It's just been growing and growing to a whole business now.
So how long have you actually been in business?
Since 2018, let's say about 2014. When me and my mom first moved to our first office together, 2014. But before then, I was going to the flea market and selling stuff out the trunk of my car for 2 years straight at the flea markets and stuff like that. And at that time, my mom was working at the bail bond under somebody else. So after that, after she seen what I was doing, man, I sat my mom down, me and her by ourselves. I said, Mom, what you want to do? You want to continue to work with somebody, or you want to do this on your own? She said, I really trying to veer off on my own. So I brought my business plan to my mom.
Right.
And we talked hours again together, man. It's just been popping ever since, you know what I mean?
Did you feel like you kind of owed it to her because, you know, it was kind of a risk, you know, and of course your mom was always going to be there and help you.
Right.
And be there and take care of you and love you unconditionally. But, you know, getting in your situation, did you feel like you owed it to her to at least keep your nose clean?
Yeah, you hit it right on the money, bro. I felt like it was my responsibility because at the end of the day, she tried so hard for me to do right, you feel me? She tried so hard to get me through college. She tried so hard to keep me out of trouble. So like you said, it felt like it's down there my responsibility. I gotta do something to solidify my family. You feel me?
Right. So you both started at the same time. It wasn't that she had her business established first and then you came on.
No, we started together, bro. Like I said, she was working on somebody else as a bail bondsman. You feel me? But she been doing it for 10, 12 years ever since I was in middle school. So I seen her grow within the field. You feel me? So I just thought to it, asked her one day, like, Mom, what you think about going to business with me? I got these T-shirts going on. You got a bail bond. And see, the whole plan was to try to help the community. You feel me?
Right.
And she loved it because she's a helping person off just in general. So just kind of fell in together.
Was there anybody else that you consulted with to kind of start this business with, or was it just you already knew from the get-go you just wanted it to be you and your mom doing the business together?
That's a good question. At first, I just wanted to be me and my mom, man, because she's the one I trust, you feel me? She's the one that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I know she won't try to get over on me. I know she won't try to steal from me, anything like that. So it was just me and my mom, and it's still me and my mom, but we just brought on people from experience. Like, as we got set good in stone, you know, experience is the best teacher, you feel what I'm saying? So when we got set good in stone, it just was like a domino effect. People start coming along with us, you feel me? So I felt like as long as we got it, and made an example and actually started doing it, other people will follow.
So what kind of skills do you teach your employees at your job?
Salesman, you can be a salesman. I teach top of the line salesman skills. You can be a machine operator, design work, office organization as far as like data entry skills. You can become a bail bondsman, like a legit bail bondsman. It's like a whole bunch of stuff, man. And that's just right now with the clothes. You feel me? We got other entities set up to where you have other opportunities, but right now you can be a machine operator. You become design. You can be a designer. You become, like I said, a data entry person for my mom or a bail bondsman.
Something I wanted to that made me kind of curious. I was wondering, like, how do you find? Because it's a lot of people that get in trouble and it's unfortunate they can't find jobs. How do you go about finding people to work for you? Do they find you, or do you go out?
Kind of both, man. Kind of both. When my mom been a bail bondsman, she get a lot of people in need of help. But to be real, man, you gotta be deep within the community. You gotta know your people. You gotta know if somebody needs help. You gotta be within the community. You can't just be on the outside looking in, thinking you're gonna help the people on the inside. You gotta be on the inside.
So how many do you have working for you right now at this moment?
I have 3 young men right now. Three young men. One of them, my brother Jigwan, he's been with me over a year. He's haven't been in trouble since he's been with me. 2 other cats, they just came since they got out of jail with my mom, and they just been about 3 months now. They just been standing out the way, stacking their money up, trying to get on their feet.
One of the things I also find interesting is that you said that the people that you give a second chance to, you don't want them to stay there and retire at your business. You want them to stay there and then move on. Right.
You know what I mean? We encourage entrepreneurship. We encourage people to do their own thing, because at the end of the day, if you're working for me 15, 20 years, I'm not doing my job. You feel me? All I'm doing is making money off you. What are you doing? I know at the end of the day you get a certain amount per week, but that's not enough. You feel? I know it's not enough, because at the end of the day when I was working for somebody else, it wasn't enough. So if you come work for me, my thing is I ask you, what do you want to do with your life?
Right.
After I ask you that question, we set up and we try to take steps to you achieving that goal while working with us. You feel me? I teach you the skills, I teach you the trade with working with me, but at the same time I try to build you up. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how I am, bro.
And it's important because a lot of times at these jobs now, they want you to stay there. They want to give you these benefits to keep you there, so they don't have this high turnover rate.
Right.
The way you were talking to me earlier, you like, for you kind of embrace that turnover rate, because that means if you have it, then you're doing a good thing, because you don't want them to stay with you long term. But companies nowadays, they want you to stay there 25, 30 plus years and then retire.
It's called the golden handcuffs. Golden handcuffs. You go to a big boy job, they give you $15 an hour. Now you tied in, you don't even know it. Your first check, what you gonna go do? I'm gonna get me a car. The second check, I'm gonna get me an apartment. Now you got a car, insurance, and apartment that you gotta pay for. You didn't even know, you know what I mean? Now you tired, you gotta work for them.
Right.
You feel me? Unless you're gonna lose your house, your car, your whole little setup, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be away from that, man. I want people to be their own, you feel me? Be your own. That's the only way to have the community grow.
Right. So you feel like we invest too much of our time and loyalty into these companies instead of figuring out what we want to do on our own.
Right. I mean, that's just the bottom line, bro. If you think about it, man, you got manufacturers with over 1,000 employees. Half of them got degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Why y'all not using that to your advantage? Y'all done spent $100,000 on this degree, but y'all going to settle to work for somebody else.
So what we were saying about the turnover rate, one of the things I found interesting as well, and I can kind of relate to it, like you were saying, going to school, getting a degree, and then after you get out, going to work for somebody else.
Right.
And I fell into that category, and I graduated from upstate, so I've been out of school for 4 years now, and then it finally got to a point to where, as I'm working, I feel like, man, it's just like I've been saying in my other interviews, it's not fulfilling to just keep going to work, picking up a paycheck,
right.
working for somebody else. And it's just like I finally got to the point where I'm saying I'm going to finally do something for me and create my own lane, like we were talking about earlier.
Right.
And a lot of times people don't do that. They stay the safe route and just keep working for somebody else and helping them build their brand.
Yep. I often wonder why, though. You feel me? That's why settle? You feel me? Like, I guess, you had touched on it earlier. It was just people scared, man. People scared to take that chance. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you don't never take that chance, you'll never know.
And I can tell you honestly what really was like kind of like the tipping point for me. Because if just graduating school, I was just kind of like naive. I was thinking, I got a degree, I'm doing things in sports. I should be able to, with my degree, should be able to fall in and with ESPN and Fox Sports, whatever. So I constantly kept putting into these different jobs, and I kept getting denied. And then what finally kind of made me, got me to this tipping point was I was at work, hated my job, and then I put in for another job, and I got a call from Fox Carolina here.
Right.
And when I was talking to the guy, he said, yeah, everything went well, and we'll be back in touch next week. So then, just me personally, I just wanted to follow up. So when I did my follow-up and I spoke with him, he said he was kind of fell behind because they were working on some other projects, but it didn't feel like he was just being honest with me. So just having that vibe with him, I was like, okay, I can tell the way this is going, I'm not going to get the job.
Right.
So I was like, you know what, instead of just keep trying to bank on these companies, let me create my own lane and show them what I can do on my own. So that's why I finally started with my own podcast.
And to be real, bro, that's really depressing. Like, knowing you meet the credentials, knowing you to put in the work to get the job, and you still not getting the job, that's really depressing on the mind, bro. You feel me? So, and then I don't know, it could be a reason why people down. You feel me? That alone is like, if you really think about it, bro, that's really depressing. I spent numerous of times trying to find a job and being told no. I know I didn't take it well, so I can only imagine people that's, like you said, you finish your school, you got your degree, you feel me, you ain't been in no trouble, but still can't get a job. You know what I mean? To me, that's wild, bro. That's
exactly.
I don't know what to say about that.
It's a lot of times I believe it's about who you know, because for me, when I was an intern and I covered the Hornets, the Panthers, I've done NASCAR, so I've seen some of the best athletes in the world play ball. So when I put in my resume, I just feel like, not being cocky or anything, but at my age that I was 22 at the time, I was like, man, I should be able to, this experience and everything that I have, my portfolio, I should be able to get it. But I'm just constantly like, denied. I'm like, man, are they really even looking at my resume, looking at the work that I've done?
I've been in front of my profile.
Exactly. I've been in front of the best in the world, but still not able to get a job. So I just had to take another route. And I think that's important because people need to finally, I always be grateful for working for a job or anything, but don't let that be
it. Yeah,
exactly.
Don't let it be it. Like you said, bro, from what I heard, you deserve that job, bro. For them not to give you that job, man, that's crazy. And there's so many people like that, you feel me? There's so many people like that, and that's why I'm here. Like, I want to be able to uplift our people, uplift the minorities, feel me? Not just black people, all the minorities. You got Mexicans, you got Chinese people, you feel, even some Caucasian people are minorities. So I want to lift all those people, you feel me? And if people really want to look at it, that's the only way we're going to keep the economy up. We can't, it's a balance thing, you feel me? The rich can't stay rich and the poor stay poor. That's unbalanced, bro. You got to balance it out somehow, you feel me?
As far as your employees go, have you had any of them that have, since they've been working for you, kind of still find, for some unfortunate reason, find themselves getting in trouble, or have they been pretty much kept their nose clean?
Let me think about this. I could say I had one female work with me. She was a salesman. She got in trouble one time working with me, but other than that, nah. Cause I try to brush off positivity. You feel me? I don't promote negativity. If you come like I need some money, bro, no. You don't need to do that. We ain't got it right now, but I'm gonna show you how to make it. I'm gonna show you how we can make it. You feel me? We get this amount of orders, I give you the money to get what you need done. You feel me? So I try to steer away from breaking the law. You feel what I'm saying? I try not to do that. So now the people that come around me, man, that's one thing I've learned from experience. The people who you hang around or who you are. So you know what I'm saying? The people that hang around me, I try to promote positivity. You feel me? Just so they carry on in their lives.
And I believe that everybody, personally, they deserve a second chance to a certain extent.
Right.
So for you, is it anything that you would? Is it something that if they do it, that you wouldn't give them a second chance, or if not that, just kind of like pause and have to think about it for a while?
Yeah, man. That's definitely right. You know, some things you got morals. You feel something I just can't stand for. So that's definitely a good question. So yes, I don't want to go into like certain things, but you know right from wrong. You feel me? You know a person accidentally made a mistake, or if a dude really meant to do this, and you can't rock with that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's definitely like a morals thing with me. I believe in taking chances, man. But as long as you're trying, you feel me? As long as you're trying, that's what really matters to me. If you out here continue like doing shit in vain, then I can't help you. But if you actually trying, this unfortunate, I'm here. You feel what I'm saying?
What do you think the disconnect is with when you see a lot of our people, unarmed black men, gunned down, or certain instances where the lady was at Waffle House, clothes taken off or whatever. What do you think the disconnect is with the community and police officers?
That's a good question, bro. I think the disconnect is communication. I believe personally, if we do more within the community, as in black people, not just like I'm talking about within my community. I don't know what's going on all around. I know, but I don't know what's going on in the streets around the world. But here, within my city, in my community, I think that if we try to work with them instead of work against them, you feel me? Try to cause we all have to live it. We all have to coexist. You feel me? It's like we beating against each other's head all the time. You feel me? Nobody's giving in, nobody's getting in. But what if we took the time out to try to understand why these people feel this way? Why the police feel this way? Why do we feel that we're endangering you? You feel what I'm saying? If we got so many activists in the city, so many activists in the community, those need to be the ones to set up community where we actually showing black positivity. You feel me? Instead of black negativity. You feel what I'm saying? You don't never see stuff for black community get together doing stuff for kids. You never see anything new, but what you will see is somebody getting shot by a white police officer. You feel what I'm saying? But you won't see a group of black kids and white kids hanging together. But it happens all the time, though. You feel me? They just don't air it. So I think that in order to close that disconnection, we have to communicate better. You feel me?
Do you feel like the police do a good enough job of trying to communicate with us?
Nah, I don't. It's on both sides, man. It's on both sides. They have to understand that we are people too. You feel me? Just because you got a badge don't make you better than us.
Right.
You can't talk to us any kind of way. You can't disrespect our elders. You feel me? You don't want nobody to disrespect your kids or your mom, but just because you got a badge on or some type of authority makes it okay for you. Nah, it don't work like that. So I feel like it gotta be better communication on both ends of the field. You feel me? We gotta do it. What we gotta do as people to make them not look like, oh, that's a threat. And they gotta do what they gotta do as an organization to stop gunning people down for no reason, bro. You feel me? That's to me, it's getting tired. I don't go out no more, bro. I don't go out.
But a lot of times it seems like for no reason, unarmed black men are just killed or whatever, just walking down the street. You're already a threat. Like we've seen with the instances where the young lady at school, the police were called on her. The barbecue that happened.
Did you hear about the stuff in California when the little kid got shot 20 times for an iPhone?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, man, it happened in Sacramento, bro. The kid was in the back of his yard, his grandma's yard. Police pulled up in his grandma's yard. And he had an iPhone pointing out his pocket, shot him 20 times.
And see that, it's things like that. So and that's why another one of the things I want to know from you is, do you feel like they need to be more in tune with their community and do more things in their community, that way they can have a better relationship with the people?
Right, that's what I was saying. But if you got things, see, this is how I'm gonna look at it, bro. Like, if your aunt and uncle is in the police academy and they got a sheriff and stuff, what's the chance of you getting killed by a police officer? It goes down. You feel me? If you think about it like that, on their perspective, these people if you can catch what I'm saying, these people got their family members in those positions. They got their family members as a judge. They got their family members as the police. They got their family members as the sheriff. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to somehow, some way, get our people in those positions. You feel what I'm saying?
But it's still possible though for that to happen because they don't know that your family member may be in law enforcement. Oh, they can. A lot of times that they see your skin color, so they already automatically think you're a threat.
But what I'm saying, it's a majority right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a majority, like I don't know how to explain it, bro. Majority rules. So if you got a majority of people thinking you're a threat, so what if that change? What if it's not just my uncle, my cousin, my uncle, my cousin's friend, my uncle's best friend? They all in police academy. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like, it's kind of like we gotta even the numbers, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our people don't quote unquote mess with the law enforcement. You feel me? And to me that's I understand, but at the end of the day, how we will ever change anything if we don't have nobody in no position to change anything?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? We don't have nobody as a judge. We don't have nobody as a lawyer. We don't have nobody as police within our community. How can we change anything?
That's true. But I just think sometimes that just interacting with the law enforcement, it's kind of scary now because you never know how it's going to go.
Right.
Like you saying, a lot of them don't have anything on them, but for some reason you still look at it as a threat. So it's still.
And that's why I say it's up to our activists. Like, do events like to show, like, to ease up a little bit. You feel me? Do events to kind of ease up the tension. Because if you, to me, I feel like it's a lot of tension right now within the city. Like if you see a police officer, you be like, well, I don't know, but I gotta get on through. You feel me? Other than that, I done been in places where police will stop the whole street, bro. Like, I done been in Mississippi where they blocked the whole street off for a group of people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And these black people, they blocked the whole street off for these group of black people to walk up and down the street all day. We can't do that here.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? We can't do it here.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had, besides the incident at school, did you have any other kind of negative interaction with the police at all?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I've never been like brutalized or nothing by the police, but I have been arrested before, and it was all my fault. You feel me? Every time I got arrested, it was my fault. I learned from my mistake. You feel me? I really appreciate the officer that arrested me. They didn't do anything to hurt me, man.
All right, so just talk a little bit about the strength of your mom, because, you know, for the things that you were going through at the time, as far as to never just give up on you. Can you talk a little bit about your mom?
Right. You know, growing up, my mom was a single parent, you feel me? You know, as a single parent, moms always do superhuman stuff all the time, you feel me? So just growing up, looking up to her and seeing what she's been through, man, like, I done seen my mom go to jail and all right in front of my face, and she's still striving, bro. Like, she's still going. There can't nobody break her. That's what keep me going, you feel me? And the fact that she didn't give up on me after going to jail is like, show me how much love she has for me. So it's like I felt obligated to do something in return, man. She just always been there for me. She always encouraged me. She always encouraged my friends around me. She always tell me when I'm in the wrong. She never tells me lies just to make me feel better. You feel me? If I'm in the wrong, she gonna let me know so I can correct it. You feel me? If somebody I'm rocking with that's not always loyal to me or righteous, she gonna let me know, man. That's just, and I love her for that. But that's what's kept me going.
Were you only child, or you had?
Nah, I got an older brother and a younger sister. That's what, you know what I mean? I got three. Me, my brother, and my sister. That's what, you know what I mean? She just kept us going, bro. Like, she kept all of us fed. All of us went to school. All of us graduated with 3.5 or higher. And she did all this as a single mom. So she's so powerful, man. If you meet her, talk to her, everybody knows she's like really cool. She's like so caring, so loving. She helped anybody. She don't even care if you know got over on her. She still try to help you.
Right. And it's like you were saying, it's almost like they're superhuman, because you never know the sacrifices that they make for us.
Right.
And it's like it's amazing how sometimes just by the people that you hang with, they can tell like this is a good person and not a good person. So for you, how do you know who to surround yourself with?
Man, that's a good question. I let people surround themselves around me. It might not sound too good, but I learned through my experience. I can't hop in anybody else's mix. Like, I can't hop in what somebody else got going on, because at the end of the day, I don't be used as a pawn. only be used as something in their games to try to make them better. So my mom always told me, create your own mix, create your own lane. You feel me? The people that's gonna rock with you, go rock with you regardless. And that's how I've been trying to do, man. Just create my own lane, create my own style, and you know what I mean, stay to myself and stay to my family, and my real friends gonna stay around for that because they know who I am.
Yeah, have you had to find yourself cutting certain people off along your journey?
Oh yeah, I cut a lot of people off, bro. I cut a lot of people off. Like it was to the point to go out all the time, have friends all around me. People call me, they need rides and stuff. I'd be there. You know what I'm saying? But when I started doing my own thing, started going the right way, them friends started falling off. Slowly but surely, you feel me? And when I do pick up the phone and call them and check on them, see how they doing, it's either something bad will happen or we never connect. So they let me know, don't reach back no more, you feel me? Just keep going forward. And whoever go be there, they go be there.
A couple more questions, then we'll change the topic a little bit. But as far as going back to your business, what kind of things do you look to do in the community?
What I'm trying to do within the community is, like I said, give opportunity to the minorities, man, and help the smaller businesses to grow. What my business do, we make all promotional items for small businesses, as far as like koozies, cups, bandanas, t-shirts, business cards, anything that you need to promote your business. So what I want to do is help those around me that start their own business promote their business at a good price, you feel me? And at the same time, one of my ideas, we get enough of that coming in, I can't do all that by myself, so now that give me room to open up the doors and employ other minorities to other people in bad situations.
Right. And as far as clothes, I know clothing is starting the whole business venture for you.
Right.
But do you have any other ventures that you look to do outside of clothing down the line?
Yes. Like my whole business right now, like my personal, I want to become a fashion designer. I'm taking a sewing class to learn how to sew and stuff. But other than the clothes, my whole business entity is gonna have like a lawn care service. It's gonna have a car detail shop. It's gonna be like an after school program, and like this stuff like that is gonna tie all into my business, bro. Like if you could catch my drift, I want to start communicating with kids at a young age until they get out of high school. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, how I feel, you can't change a grown man how you think. But if you start young, try to mold these kids when they're young, try to teach them the right from wrong when young. See, they didn't teach me entrepreneurship in school.
Right.
They didn't teach me what I'm going the battles I'm gonna have to face of paying bills after school. I wanna open that up to our community. You feel me? Those kids from 10 to 18. If we can get those in our door, 10 come to after school program. You feel me? Bam. Well, now we teach you real life experiences. 12, 13, 14, you learn the trade within the t-shirts or whatever we doing. 16 to 18, you got a job now, you feel me? After that, you can do whatever you want to because we going to taught you from 10 to 18 how to become your own entrepreneur.
Right. And I think that's a good idea because like I was saying, when I graduated from upstate, I still kind of felt like I was a little bit of a raw talent because I still felt like it was so much that I still needed to learn. And I still feel like that now.
Right.
Like when I sit down with you and the other business owners and mentors, I'm still learning so many different things along the way. So I definitely feel like you still need to start, if you start off at an early age with entrepreneurship and teaching them real life skills, it'll benefit the youth in the long run.
Yep, and that's just how I feel, because like I said, it's hard to change a grown man mentality. If a grown man been doing the same thing since he was 16, you meet him at 22, the odds of you changing his lifestyle is slim to none. But if you meet a kid at 10, you feel me, and you showing him the right things from then and on, bro, he ain't no telling what he can do, you feel me?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Now, on my podcast, it started, like I was telling you, it started from me doing sports.
Right.
So that's how I began my own platform, and then it started doing more and more mentors and business on. So I want to talk a little bit about sports. Now, you were telling me that you are a sports guy.
Right.
You said you are a Falcons fan, right?
Yeah.
Tell me how you think they'll do this coming season.
Boy, my Falcons, bro, I think we're looking real good this season, man. We got a good receiver out of Bama, man. He's really explosive, so it's gonna take some of the focus off Julio. You feel what I'm saying? So then our defense is fast and aggressive, so I think we're gonna be a really good season, man. I think if we can get Matt Ryan, the new receiver, and Julio on the same page, we'll be good. We'll be good, man.
Think Super Bowl this year?
Probably not this year. I'm gonna be real. Probably not this year. We'll probably make it far in the playoffs, but not this year. Probably within the next 2 more years, though. We're definitely going back, and we're gonna win it this time.
Right. I think when I was just looking at it, just the landscape of it, I still right now, I think if I had to say, I for some reason I still like Drew Brees right now.
Right.
I don't like the fact that Mark Ingram suspended for the first 4 games.
Right.
But I think I would say they will definitely win the division right now. Then you guys will come behind them. I'm not the biggest Calvin Ridley fan from Alabama, but I think he will benefit from playing with Julio and having those stud receivers, running backs.
People forgot Julio from Alabama too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a mentoring thing. You feel me? So it's like and plus Ridley's very athletic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean he's explosive. They're like Julio, just not as good as Julio.
Right.
Yep. What you think about the Lakers though, man?
Lakers? I'm a Lakers fan too. I'm not the biggest Lonzo Ball fan, but I think hopefully he'll be better this next season.
All right.
But I hopefully we can get some big time free agents this offseason because we need them if we're gonna turn the season around.
Do you think us going after all 3 of the Ball brothers is a good thing?
No, and it won't happen either.
I don't either.
It's too much. For one, the second oldest was Leangelo. I don't think they don't even have him on the radar as being somebody that's being picked up. But I think we definitely need to pick add some key veterans if we can, big name free agents.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't even want to pick up LeBron like they were speculated. Because
it's almost done with him, bro.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying, because at some point you just get old, and the same thing happened with Kobe, and when he broke down, that was it for him.
Yeah, you can't do nothing after that.
So I think that we need to we got to figure something out. They're saying Paul George. Hopefully, I'm not the biggest Paul George fan. I wouldn't mind if we can find a way to swing a deal and land Kawhi.
Right. I was about to say Kawhi would be a better look for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George, to me, he's too lazy, bro. He's like on and off so much. Like, he kind of remind me of Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay was the same way he came out. Rudy Gay was an amazing athlete, but he's just so lazy, man. You know what I mean? He's not consistent.
So it's the finals time right now, or the conference finals. So who do you have advancing to the finals, and then who you have winning it all?
I got Boston, and I gotta say Golden State.
Golden State.
Yep. And to be real, I see Golden State winning again.
Mm-hmm.
That's only because they ain't got nobody in the East that can, like, I mean, Boston's playing really well, but they had Kyrie and
Gordon Hayward.
It'd be a totally different game. You feel me? I think Boston might have a chance to win, but they don't have them. So you got Steph, Clay, Draymond, and KD. That's too much, bro.
I still say LeBron will figure a way to beat Boston. I just think.
You think so?
Yeah, he's still the best player in the NBA.
My cousin did say that though, because at the end of the day, the only thing they did was protect home court. You feel me?
Now, if they had Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, like you said, I think it would be a different story. But since since they're not on the team, which they're still playing really well without him, I just think I still say LeBron, and then of course Golden State, and then once they run head to head in the finals, Golden State will take them out in 5 games, if not sweep them.
Coach Stevens, right?
Brad Stevens.
Shout out to Coach Brad Stevens, man. He's a hell of a coach, bro. Like you said, he beating the best player in the world right now with no superstars down there. So shout out to Coach Brad Stevens, bro. He's doing his thing. One
more thing before we start wrapping it up. Top 5 players in the league, who would you say they are?
Westbrook. I gotta say LeBron. I'm not a LeBron fan, but LeBron. It's not in order though. No order.
No order. That's fine.
Westbrook, LeBron, KD, Kawhi Leonard, and what's my boy name? I can't remember. Giannis.
Greek freak.
Yeah, cause that dude right there, bro. His game elevated so much since he came. He become a shooter now. He can go out the dribble and all. So those are my top 5.
I still say, for me, I've been doing it. I always ask my people I interview. For me, my top 5 right now is still LeBron. I still put Steph number 2.
Right.
KD number 3. Kevin Durant number 3. I have Westbrook number 4, and then James Harden 5. But 4 and 5 can switch. I mean, Harden's playing amazing. He's probably gonna be MVP.
Right.
But that would be my top 5.
Only thing I say about James Harden, bro, is when he don't play no defense.
No defense. Yeah.
He let Draymond Green blow right by him. But on the other end though, you can't take nothing from him. But he's a great scorer. Scorer.
One last thing. Let's go back a little bit back to your business. What do you ultimately want to accomplish?
What I ultimately want to accomplish. I want to have business, running to where I have at least 20 employees.
All right, before we get out of here, can you tell everybody your social media and where they can find you?
Yeah, my name is Devin, Devin Hawkins, Hawkins. My Facebook is La Familia, LAFAMILIALF. My Instagram name is La Familia _apparel 285. That's about it. I have a website too, www.lfafashion.com. You can go in there and check me out. Pull up at my store, 600 B Lawrence Road, Greenville, South Carolina, man. I do all promotional items for any type of business you need. So pull up and I'll be doing anything I can to help you.
All right, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, keep chasing dreams. This is Cross the Line Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.